radio's on.
Okay.
Oil pressure is good. Come up. Suction is good. And we'll put PFR. And we'll turn our beacon on. Set the altimeter once we get our ATIS. 5.
12, dew point 6, altimeter 3001. Visual approach in use, landing and departing, runways 25 right and left. Bird advisories in effect. Advise you have hotel.
Hotel. Right.
Livermore Town Formation Hotel, 1653 Zulu. Wind calm, sky conditions better than 5,005. Temperature 12, dew point 6, altimeter 3001. Visual approach in use, landing and departing, runways 25 right and left. Bird advisories in effect. Advise you have hotel.
Hotel. Alright, so we'll go and switch over to ground. Livermore ground, Cessna 66063 at northwest ramp, taxi 25 right with hotel.
Number 66063, Livermore ground, runway 25 right, taxi via Juliet Bravo.
Taxi 25 right via Juliet Bravo, Cessna 66063. Yeah, we're going to
okay.
take a left turn. Try to stay right on center line. Follow the yellow brick road, as they say.
That's right. What would you call this line on the left, the solid yellow line with the dotted?
That is a taxi edge line, basically.
Also called a non-movement area line.
Yeah, that's the non-movement area, right?
Right.
So non-movement area means you can move without talking to ground.
Correct.
Livermore ground, motor glider 543 X-ray, South Hangars with hotel. Request 25 right at Charlie.
So is the mixture properly adjusted for, you're supposed to like slightly, lean it on taxi.
Sure.
But no one's ever really told me. Like I kind of just
543 X-ray, Livermore tower.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, there's no like formula to do it.
Runway 25 left,
You
run
could
up.
pull it out until the engine starts to die, and then at that point you would enrich the mixture a couple turns. But
yeah, that would
Roger,
definitely happen.
offshore 25 left, glider 43 X-ray.
Oh, I can hear it. That's the guy I bought the plane from.
oh really?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Huh.
Alright, my GPS should be working, so let's double check. That put out there. Set this to takeoff. Alright, everything's looking good. Suction.
Yeah, Grant is kind of a space cadet. Yeah. I just gave him his IPC.
What's IPC?
Instrument proficiency check.
So you're basically checking his instrument?
He lapsed his instrument currency.
Glider 43 X-ray, ready
in
for
12
takeoff.
months, so
Problem with instrument flying is you have to have someone else with you to fly instrument, basically, right? I mean, to do the practice. You can't just put the hood on and then,
Right, unless you're current.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. Oh, so you
yeah,
can.
you can do that. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, 23 X-ray, contact tower.
It's a necessary safety issue to do that.
Yeah, as long as you're on an, well, I mean, it's no different than flying in the clouds alone.
Yeah, this is true. Alright,
Is this a flight school here?
Yeah, it's another flight school. There's like 3 of them here.
Are you gonna get your CFI eventually?
I mean, at this point, I want to get my private pilot's license, then probably go for the instrument rating, I think is the next one. CFI is like, I need at least to get my commercial. That's another at least 150 hours from now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I plan on getting all my ratings at some point, but right now I just want to get my license so I can go cruise around. I want to take my friends and family to Tahoe, or
Right.
like, oh, okay, let's go to Monterey for the day. Oh, let's go to San Luis Obispo. Let's go wine tasting. Hop in the plane and go.
Yeah, right.
I'm not trying to make a career out of flying.
I think Grant is.
Yeah, he is. Are you trying to get to the airlines too?
Not really at this point.
Really? You just want to instruct?
I mean, I just finished up school. I was working at Apple for a bit, and now I'm doing this, and
got you.
see where it takes me.
Yeah. Man, this is
Maybe go fly corporate.
Yeah, that would actually be sick. Alright. So,
Yeah, desk jobs suck.
What's that?
Desk jobs suck.
Yeah, what did you do at Apple?
I worked in the supply chain, so I did engineering finance.
Got you. Are you a developer?
No.
Oh, so what kind of engineering then?
We basically, we worked primarily in the supply chain financing all the new spend for all the new products that we just launched. That's kind of what I worked on during my time there.
Degree in finance?
Yeah, financial engineering.
Oh, wow, okay. Where'd you go to school?
Cal Poly.
Oh, nice.
San Luis.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's good spot.
Yeah, I almost went there.
Oh, really? Where did you end up going?
I went to UCLA.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bruin.
Yeah, well, Cal Poly didn't offer me any financial aid, so I ended up just going to UCLA because they gave me a full ride, basically, which was kind of nice.
That's good, yeah.
Well, 80% free, something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go our before takeoff checklist.
Right.
Brake check. Want to test your brakes on
Sure.
that side? Yep, there you go.
Okay, your brakes?
Brakes, yeah, I already checked mine. They're working. All right,
Good.
doors are locked. Make sure your seatbelt's not sticking out the door. Do you
Nope.
want to double check?
I did
All
double
right,
check
cool.
that, yeah, when
Brakes are set. Controls are free and correct. Already checked this, but we'll go ahead and do it again. Rudder's working. Elevator, everything's good. All right. Instruments are set. That's set. Gotta set this one. Alright. Fuel shutoff is on. Mixture full rich. Trim for takeoff. And we'll go ahead and put our brakes and throttle to 1700. Alright, now we'll check our magnetos. 2 clicks to the left, and we get about a 50 drop. Back to both. And 1 click to the left, and back to both. Carb heat on. Back to both.
Why do you get a drop in RPM when the carb heat is applied?
Because you are, the heat is more expanded.
What does that mean?
It's leaning the mixture, basically.
Oh, it's leaning it. How does it lean it?
I need to find out that. Suction, oil pressure.
So what it actually does is it enriches the mixture. Doesn't lean it.
It enriches.
Yeah, of course. Because think about it, right? We're not changing the amount of fuel going to the engine. But what we are changing is the air density to the engine, right? Because we're inputting warm air, right?
Gotcha.
And warm air is less dense, as you said, it's more expanded, right? So it's less dense than its cold counterpart.
That's
right?
correct. That's correct. Okay, so we're testing the carb heat with full idle, and it's not dying, so we'll put that back in.
Why do you check it when it's idling?
Because when you're coming in for a landing, you have carb
That's right.
on and
Yeah,
idle.
that's
You don't
right.
want the engine to die. And we had suction, we had all that stuff. Radios are set. We'll go to tower.
Why does this fluctuate with engine RPM?
Because when the RPM is higher, there's more suction going into the. There's a little. The suction is engine driven, and basically when the engine is going higher, it's spinning faster.
Okay, so it's mounted on the accessory line to the engine. So as the engine spins faster, right, the engine-driven vacuum pump also spins faster, right? Driving more suction.
Got you. No one's ever told me that either.
And which instruments use suction from the engine-driven vacuum pump?
Okay, that would be the gyroscopic instruments, which would be this one.
Okay.
This is the heading indicator, and the turn coordinator.
Okay.
And this one.
Yeah, of course, right? Yeah,
and
it's got
I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, this one. Attitude indicator.
Okay. What's the turn coordinator powered by? You said it's the engine-driven vacuum pump?
Turn coordinator?
Yeah.
There's a gyro.
Yes, that's right. There's a gyro. Yep.
There's a gyro.
But is the gyro spun by the engine-driven vacuum pump? Read the instrument housing. What does it say on the top there?
See electric. Oh, there's an electric motor.
Yes, that spins the gyroscope. It's powered by the battery.
The gyroscope is powered by the battery.
Yep. The electric motor that spins the gyroscope is powered by the battery.
Got it.
Or the electric system on the airplane.
So then the suction is basically, it's like a little generator.
Well,
that's making this work.
Yeah. Think about it like this. Think about a windmill, right?
Yeah.
As you blow air over a windmill, that windmill turns, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We're just using suction to move air from one part over another part of a gyroscope, and as it moves over the gyroscope, it spins it. Just like
Got you.
airflow, when your power is at idle, your propeller's still spinning, right? Because you have airflow coming over it, right? It spins a little faster than it would if it were just at idle.
Correct.
Does that make sense?
Correct.
So that's how it works. It's like the river analogy. It's like a water wheel in a river.
And it's spinning because
And the
air is
more
going.
suction you have, the more water's flowing in the river,
Gotcha.
and it spins it faster.
Okay.
Right.
And then that's turning a little generator.
Well, there's there's no generator. It's
Airport
just
2, Livermore Grand, and
they have the vacuum pump, right?
Yeah.
Which
would you like
its
to
only
take a
job
deflection
is
of
to
the
generate suction,
approach?
right? So all it does is it moves air through a line. And on that line, this is mounted to measure how much air is being moved on the line.
Proceed on to
And these two are also mounted on the line because they need to draw a bit of air off it, right, to run it through their instruments to spin the gyroscope.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, and then the gyroscope, right, is spinning really fast, about 20,000 RPMs.
Wow.
Yeah, they go really fast. And that's what gives the gyroscopes the precession and the rigidity in space, the two principles which they operate off of.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so let's switch over to tower.
Okay.
Alright, I see you now.
All right, we'll wait a few seconds.
More tower, Challenger 610, limits, checking out the visual, 25 right.
Challenger 610, Lima, Livermore Tower. Continue
line up
reduce
over here.
speed to follow Seminole, about a 2-mile final.
Okay, we'll start slowing it up now, 16 limit.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 66063, holding short 25 right for a downwind departure.
November 66063, Livermore Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff, right downwind approved.
Clear for takeoff, Cessna 063, 25 right.
November 6 Mike Echo, runway 25 left,
All right.
clear for the option, on the
We're
go,
locked,
make
brake
left clear
set.
traffic.
Everything is ready.
Okay.
Left
traffic,
25 left, clear for the option.
RP full, full rich, and we'll go full throttle here. Oil pressure's still good. We have suction. We're going to try to maintain center line here. Airspeed is alive. And we'll start rotating. We're going to climb at 80. Maintain center line. Trim down slightly. We're pressing on right rudder
Okay.
to fight all those different left turning tendencies.
Livermore Tower, Airport 2, holding short 25 right at Hotel. We're in no hurry, but when you can get us on the runway, that'd be great for just about 60 seconds or so.
Airport 2, Livermore Tower, hold short, runway 25 right. Give me about 3 minutes, I got a Challenger on final.
Airport 2, rush down.
Challenger 10 Lima, Seminole is short final over the approach lights, runway 25 right, clear to land.
25 right, clear to land, 16 limit.
Alright, we're about 500 feet above ground. We're gonna make our
Right
way.
at 43 X-ray, for exchange approved, good day.
Bank at no more than 30 degrees in the pattern. Continuing to climb at 80. We're at 900. Pattern altitude here is 1400.
Challenger 10 Lima, traffic left base for the parallels to Cessna.
Roger, looking 16 limit.
Seminole 90 Alpha, thank you very much. Termite at Echo.
And
Do you
we're
want a
gonna
taxi
turn
back or
downwind.
ATP?
Back to the runway, please. 90 Alpha and right at Echo here.
Seminole 90 Alpha, runway 25 right, taxi via Alpha Bravo. Good job.
Alpha Bravo to 25 right, thanks. 90 Alpha.
Alright. And we'll continue our climb. So, we can probably head to this area over here to do our practice
Yeah, that's fine
maneuvers.
by me.
How's that sound?
Yeah,
It's
good.
a lot closer, saves us a bunch of time. And to do our practice, all our practice landings and short field
Sure.
approaches, we can use 25 left, which is that small runway on
Yep.
the right.
Airport 2, are you able to... Oh, disregard.
Yes, sir. We'll be out of his way.
Challenger 10 Lima, right turn at the end, taxi to 5 Rivers via Alpha Echo Juliet. Are you familiar?
Alpha Echo Juliet, negative for 610. A little bit hazy.
Okay, number 10 Lima.
Yeah.
It'll be a right turn onto the parallel
High
and your
pressure.
third left.
So we're gonna exit the pattern here, and just get out of
Airport
passenger
2,
space.
proceed onto runway 25 right, full length.
Airport 2, proceeding on 25 right. Thank you, sir.
So we got people
November
coming
6
in.
Mike Echo, runway
So we're
25
gonna
left,
go
taxi
around
via Lima Charlie.
Lima Charlie 25 left, 6 Mike Echo.
Alright, just double checking our takeoff checklist. Flaps are up, that's right. Carpet cold, fine. Belts full throttle, okay. Climb 60-80.
Cessna 063, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, good day. Cessna 063. I'll fly about 2 miles this way,
Okay,
and then we'll make a right turn.
sure.
Want to make sure any approaching traffic landing on 25 right or left, we're not going to be in their way.
Yeah, we'll be in no factor, hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
Continue climbing. We're approaching 2,000. What do you know about this? ICS. What is that? Welch?
Intercom system.
Intercom system. So that's to talk to someone that was a passenger or something? Or do you?
Yes, yep, exactly.
So what would this do if
The
I...
squelch, it would
Yeah.
either make it more live or less. If I turn it all the way live, you can hear every word I'm saying. Like, I could talk so quiet and I could make any noise and it would be perfectly live.
Got you.
But you want it typically somewhere on the SQ because it
More
won't
tower,
mute out any
458
kind of
Foxtrot.
ambient
Yeah,
noises
got it.
without cueing the intercom system.
Number 45,
This is the volume between
Christian
between
458
us.
Foxtrot, Sierra Livermore Tower. Continuing down on the downwind, I got that
That's pretty
vehicle on the
And then
runway.
that's full, so I don't know where you had it, somewhere right there maybe.
Maybe like right there.
Yep.
Okay, and then on or off, that just shuts off the whole
whole
intercom
system, yeah.
Okay, and then over here there's
That's the circuit
ICSCB,
breaker.
so there's just like a little circuit
Yep,
breaker in
it
there.
will- yep,
Little fuse,
exactly.
basically.
No, it's a circuit breaker.
What's a circuit breaker?
Fuses and circuit breakers are different means of protecting a circuit.
Okay.
A circuit breaker has the ability to be reset when it's popped.
490 Alpha, Alpha,
So,
runway
if
25
you
right,
exceed the
it's gonna be just a
current
minute or
that
two.
this,
Pop out.
yeah, it heats up, it expands, and it pops.
Got
In
you.
a fuse,
Airport 2, how much
full of
longer?
fuse, you have to actually just replace the fuse. You can't reset a fuse, right? But they're both, the thing they have in common is they both protect the circuit from
Airport 2, roger.
some sort of overdraw on the
That's
system.
an excellent
Number 3090 Alpha,
explanation.
Livermore Tower, make right close traffic, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25 right, for close traffic 3090 Alpha.
That's an
These all gonna
excellent
be taxied
explanation.
Affirmative.
And then, yeah, we have cabin air, cabin
Number
heat.
8 Foxtrot,
Barely
Sierra
ever use
Delta,
that,
the
but it's
Sunrise
going to be
Yeah.
winter now, so I might
runway
start.
25
Right,
clear
right.
5 right, clear to
So while we're flying, Mr. Instructor,
Yeah.
we're going to be keeping an eye out for traffic constantly. About 90% of our time is going to be looking out the windows, looking for traffic.
Okay.
Don't really need to be focusing over here too much, just kind of checking back periodically to make sure everything is safe. But right now we're turning towards Lake Del Val, and a lot of traffic does come in this way, so we're going to make sure no one's coming in.
So is Grant going to sign you off for your check ride?
Yes, he is.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And what do you know about Cessna 150s? Are you pretty knowledgeable about this aircraft?
Yeah, but to your point, I think you asked me a question about the, like power settings and stuff.
Yeah.
I usually teach not to memorize power settings because that gets too burdensome as you fly multiple airplanes. Like,
Yeah.
it'd be very hard for me to memorize power settings for 182s, 182 RGs, Archers,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
310s.
I have this,
Okay.
but not for maneuvers.
Exactly,
I mean,
that's what you need. You need to know your V speeds for the airplane. And then you kind of are able to fly by feel. Remember, these are all dynamic maneuvers, meaning power settings, control inputs should all be changing continuously throughout the maneuver. And so I can give you kind of ballpark
Ballpark
power
what I
settings,
want.
maybe.
just so
Okay.
that when I'm doing the maneuvers with this examiner, I'm not screwing up. You know,
Sure.
like slow flight. Okay, all right, what should the RPM be? Like, I know I need to pull back and maintain my altitude, and not stall, but
Right.
like what is considered slow flight? You know, like around 1500.
Well, this has nothing to do with slow flight. Remember, slow flight's just based on airspeed. Yeah.
Okay.
This is probably going to be very close to full power in this airplane during slow flight.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. So we're I got my class. I got my map here, so I can make sure we're staying out of class D. I need to turn this way a bit.
Livermore Tower, which runway?
5 left, 6 Mike Echo.
Please mention that next time. November 6 Mike Echo, left traffic, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
25 left, clear for takeoff, 6 Mike Echo.
All right, so we can actually do our maneuvers kind of in this area over here, this valley, or up here by this lake.
That's fine. Yeah.
What do you suggest?
Oh, let's maybe do the lake, just kind of in between the two.
Yeah,
that should
over
keep
this
us clear
huge
of the
valley
delta.
there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely clear of delta. Anywhere here, that way.
And we're now above it anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, we are.
Lima.
If you're flying at 2,900 feet, are you in the class delta?
Right, Clint.
You are, because there's no minus sign.
Okay, good. Yeah, the minus means up to, but not including, right?
Yes, correct.
90 Foxtrot, Lima, Livermore Tower.
What is this big red dot right there?
This red dot is an NDB station.
NDB, what's
A
that?
non-directional radio beacon.
Oh, okay. So, where do I figure out what the frequency is for that?
I think it's in op. They've decommissioned
Okay,
it.
it's just a big red circle
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Got you. Okay. So, I guess you want to start doing some maneuvers? Because
Yes.
if so, then I'll do a clearing turn
Let's
to the
do
left
that,
and
yeah.
right. So, we're going to go ahead and clear to the left first. So, make a 90-degree turn to the left. And just make sure there's no one out here. Alright. And now we'll make another clearing turn towards the lake this way.
Yep.
So when Grant and I practiced the check ride, I didn't do any clearing turns, so I failed.
Yeah, they'll fail you for that.
Yeah. So we'll basically go all the way this way.
Grant is so funny, oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting characters in aviation. He's a good guy though, I like Grant. Alright. So
Grant loves to fly on his phone, I've decided. That's all he did during the instrument proficiency check. He fucking just had his phone like this the whole
well, don't
time.
you have to be using your map, moving map for that
I
stuff?
asked him how he thought he was going to be able to do it on a phone, and he said, I have no idea.
Alright, so we've done our clearing turns.
Okay, so how about we go up to 3,500, and then we'll do slow flight.
Okay. Can we do slow flight this direction?
Sure.
Is that cool? Alright. So,
Everybody
okay.
Foxtrot Sierra, right turn at the end, connect.
We are now at 3,500, and we'll start pulling back. And we don't need carb heat until we're out of the green.
0 Foxtrot, Lima, Livermore Tower, right down departure, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
So we basically want to maintain our heading.
2 mile final.
So heading will be 2-1, which is that little mountain right there. And we're just going to maintain our altitude 3,500. So
Cessna's taking the runway.
Inside, 90.
we're at 80.
Cessna 6 Mike Echo, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Carb heat on because we're out of the green.
And remember, this is done with full flaps.
Oh, we do full flaps.
Yeah,
Alright.
always in slow flight, yep.
Alright, so we add flaps, 1 notch. And adjust. It might need more power.
Oh yeah, and like I said, it's going to be pretty close to full power in this airplane.
Yeah. 1 more notch. Oh, need a nose down. We're losing altitude.
Okay.
More power. And we'll go to 30 degrees of flaps, which is providing more lift and more drag. But yeah, we're losing altitude, so we need to... Yeah, you're right. It's almost stays full power.
I think it might even be full power in this airplane. I can't remember. They're all a little different.
Yeah, I need to put the carb heat back in because...
On nav 25 right, 2 miles from game.
And full flaps?
9466 X-ray, Livermore Tower, runway
30 is
25
full.
right, quick land.
You don't have 40?
I mean, I can do 40.
You're going to have to do 40 on the check ride.
Really? Okay. We'll go ahead and do 40. That's like a lot of fucking drag.
That's the whole point of the maneuver.
Got it.
Look at this. So the whole point of the maneuver is to show you, look at how much power you have in, but look at your airspeed and your climb rate.
Yeah, we're like, yeah.
We're on the verge of a stall, right?
Yeah, we are. We're on the fucking verge.
And we're at full, Are you full power?
Full power.
Oh, you see, that's what I mean.
090 Alpha.
So,
runway,
you know,
actually,
just understand that this is a limitation of the Cessna 150, right? You have all the power you have available into the airplane with the maximum drag, and we're probably at max gross weight as well.
Yeah.
And we cannot climb.
Yeah, we cannot barely.
And so this is showing you what, if you ever read in the book, we are on the back side of the power curve right now.
Got it.
Where our induced drag is so much higher than our parasitic drag, right? Because we have such a high angle of attack.
I'm gonna
So
go ahead and
recover
start
from
reducing.
slow flight, just recover. Oh, actually, sorry. We have to do turns, and so you're going to be asked to do turns.
Okay, so I put back
so
to
full
40?
full flaps, yep.
Wow, okay. All right, we're back to 40.
Okay, so turn left to a heading of, how about 120?
Can we turn right because this mountain's on our left?
Sure.
All right. All right, so we're very shallow turns in slow flight.
Bet you never did this with Grant, did you?
I've never done this with Grant. Maybe actually we did it like once.
I can't believe nobody has taught you this.
Well, I've been doing this for 3 years. I think my first maybe like 10 lessons we did a lot of this stuff, but then after that, it was mostly cruising around.
Right.
So you wanted to go to heading of what?
Well,
we were at
300.
300.
And then you can level out, or roll out on 300, and then turn left to a heading of 240.
Okay, we're at 300. Now we're going to go back left. 240.
Yep.
Okay, we got to stay out of the delta, which is up here. Very shallow. Too much bank on that.
What's the maximum angle of bank in
Probably,
slow flight?
I don't know, 10 degrees
15.
maybe? 15. Okay, so now we're at 240. Still maintaining our altitude and our heading of 240.
And you can go ahead and recover.
Okay,
from
so
slow flight.
does that mean take the flaps up one by one?
Yeah.
Okay, so flaps up one by one.
Make sure you're at full power.
Make sure it's full in.
But power-wise, you want to be full.
Full power, okay. Oops, whoa.
Number 6,
really
Mike Echo, runway 25
losing
left,
lift
fix
on
the
that.
action.
Oh, that's because the flaps went up too fast.
Yeah, you put it all the way.
I held it, I put it to the wrong thing. I thought I
right,
just went
you did,
to, I fucked up on that.
Yeah, just remember to take them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now let's turn back to the left here.
Okay.
And we'll set up for a power off stall is the next logical thing to do.
Alright, so turn to the left. Class Delta's behind us, so we're cool.
We're also above the class Delta, right? So it's
Yeah.
not a huge factor.
Yeah. I'm gonna open this, now I'm getting warm. If that bothers you, let me know. All the wind blasting in.
Right.
Alright. Alright, so... Alright, so now you want me to set up for slow flight?
No, a power off stall. We already did slow flight.
Sorry. Power off stall, okay.
090 Alpha for local traffic.
So I think we'll head kind of this way, so we're not too much in the mountains.
090 Alpha, a little more tower. Right, close traffic.
Alright, so right here.
Right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 25 right, so 3090 Alpha.
And this is done, of course, in the landing configuration, so full flaps, power to idle.
Okay, we'll do our first notch of flaps in the white arc. Pulling back, second notch. And our heading will be, let's see, 30.
See how you're losing altitude right now?
Yeah, well, I want to get to 3,000.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay.
Or what do you want?
That's fine, yep.
Yeah, I'll get to, okay, so third notch of flaps. And we'll maintain this heading of 030. And we need carb heat. Okay, so you want me to stall?
And full flaps.
One more notch. I'd almost never use 40, but sure.
Okay, so power to idle. And then let the nose drop. Push it forward. Yeah, there you go. Hold it just like that. So this is how you do it. So you hold it like this. You establish it in a descent like you're on final approach.
Yeah.
Now you flare.
Now I flare.
And you simulate your stalling to bring it to a full stall.
Stall it?
Yeah, all the way.
Shit. Stall.
Keep pulling back.
Okay,
there
stall.
you go.
Alright. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm supposed to bring the flaps back up and climb.
You have
right?
to. Oh yeah.
One notch
The
at a
purpose
time.
of slow flight is to show you the airplane can't climb with full flaps, right?
Yeah.
So without getting the flaps out, you're not going to be able to recover from a power off stall.
Okay.
Okay, good. And now we can do a power on stall, maybe heading towards that green field over there.
All right. So we'll head this way. All right. And we have carb heat all the way in. Carb heat is off, full throttle. Flaps are all the way up. And we're going to start climbing, right?
Actually, we level off.
3,500 maybe?
Oh yeah, you
right
can get up to 30. Well, this is fine to do 3,300.
Okay. Let's stay at 3,300. Okay. Full power?
Yep.
Okay, leave full power. 3,300. All right, now you want me to start climbing and stall?
So now you bring the power back to your rotation speed. So you bring the power back to slow to your rotation speed, right?
Number 90 Alpha, number 2, false system, off final, runway 25 right, clear to land.
Slow to my rotation.
Yeah, when would you rotate off the
55.
runway? Okay, so slow to 55. Okay. And then when you get to about 60, maybe add full power and start pitching up for the maneuver.
Got it.
Because what we're simulating is we just took off. We're simulating that we just took off, right? And we're stalling on departure.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'd want to try to replicate that scenario.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay. So we want to maintain.
Yeah. So what you need to do is pull back to maintain altitude. There you go. So 60. So just go to full power.
Okay. Full power.
And now start pitching up.
Climbing.
Keeping that ball coordinated. And you can just recover at first indication on this one.
Okay, so we're going to maintain our heading of 060.
Okay, you need to pitch up more.
Okay, it's okay if I climb, right?
You have to climb, yep.
Okay, I thought you want, we don't want to...
Oh, no. There's just, you start at a certain altitude.
Yeah, okay. All right, and we're going to...
Stall warning horn.
Okay.
When do you recover?
Right now, you want?
Oh, yeah, recover.
Okay,
First
recover.
indication.
Climb at VX, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's it.
Okay.
060 is a little bit over here, so I'm slightly off. All right.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, now let's set up for an accelerated stall. Do you know what that is?
No, I do not.
Oh, it's good to know. So let me take control for a minute.
All right, you have the
I have the flight control. So I'll kind of show you. Let's just let's see when we get the stall horn just in straight unaccelerated flight.
Okay.
So we'll just pull the power back.
Number 66 X-ray,
And,
parking,
full idle.
Juliet, with me.
And just tell me when you hear the stall warning
You're going to
horn.
try to maintain this, or what?
No, it doesn't really matter. I just want you to
You're going to get it any second now.
Okay,
there it is.
what was it, about 55, 40, 50?
55.
Okay. So now I'll add a little bit of power. Now I'm going to put some G-force on the airplane, okay? So I'm going to put it in a bank.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me when you hear the stall warning horn, okay? And remember, we heard it in unaccelerated flight at about 50 or 55. So I want you to tell me when you hear it now. So add a little bit of power.
Okay, slight
We'll
power.
roll it to 45 degrees of bank to the right.
Okay.
Start to pull a bit of power out and tell me when you hear it. Right there. What's that? 70?
You're losing altitude, yeah.
That's fine, yeah. I mean, we just want to put...
I didn't hear the horn.
Oh, you didn't hear the horn? Okay,
No.
I'll put it this way. What do you
There it is.
75?
Yeah, that's much higher.
Yeah, much higher. That's the whole point of the maneuver, is to show you that if you add some G-force or put a load factor on the airplane, your stall speed increases.
Because that's it's increasing the angle of attack of the wing.
Well, you have to generate more lift to maintain your desired attitude of the airplane, right?
That's right.
And everything just basically weighs more, right, when you have a load factor on the airplane.
That's
and
right.
So if you don't generate more lift, you can't maintain that condition of flight, right?
That's right.
So your stall speed increases. Okay, your airplane. You don't have to demonstrate that. That's a commercial maneuver, but people don't ever understand. The precise formula for that, for calculating it, is your stall speed increases proportionally to the square of the load factor. So if you put a load factor of 2, so 2 Gs, your stall speed is about 41% higher than in unaccelerated flight. So that's a huge number.
So multiplied by 2, your stall speed goes up by 40%.
Yes, just square of the load factor.
Got it. All right, I'm going to head back this way.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Center 6 Hotel, right down departure, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, so we'll head back towards this valley this way.
Alpha, that other is supposed to be going into ATP.
Yeah,
right.
we see him.
So what's the next maneuver?
Turn in first.
Okay, so why don't we do, let's see. How do you feel?
Have I passed all the maneuvers so far?
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're
Okay.
fine. You did fine.
Okay.
How
You're
about...
kind of guiding me. I'm going to need to know all this shit for the check ride.
Right.
He's not going to tell me, oh,
No,
do this.
he's not going to tell you.
Yeah, that's why I need this.
Okay, so let's see here. What about your ground reference maneuvers? Are they pretty good?
We should practice them.
Okay, why don't we pull the power to idle? We'll simulate an engine failure.
Okay.
Okay.
Idle, carpet on.
So walk me through.
All right, engine failure. Okay, now we're gonna look for a field or a road to land on.
Okay.
Let's say, let's see here. I would say this road right here. Oh, there's actually an emergency airport right here.
Yes, that's right.
That's a restricted private airport.
Can we land there?
We can land in an emergency, yes.
Really? Okay.
Emergency, but not right now. This is not a real emergency.
Right.
So if you want me to, I'm going to lose altitude. So we're going to go ahead.
Stay clear of the delta.
Yeah. So we're staying clear of the delta. We're way out of the delta here. So we can actually just do banks like this. This will really get us down quick. And make sure there's no aircraft in this area while we're doing this.
So this is what you do if you had an engine failure?
Engine failure. Oh, there's actually an engine failure checklist. I need to try to restart it.
Right.
Okay, that's true. Engine failure. Airspeed 60. Okay, I want to maintain perfect glide slope. So I need to pitch back a bit. Alright, that wasn't an emergency. That was an engine, okay, I thought it was an engine fire. Engine failure.
Yeah.
Engine failure, airspeed 60, maintain the best glide slope. Carpet on, carpet is on. Primer interlocked, fuel valve off.
Don't actually do it.
Fuel valve on, sorry.
Oh.
Mixture is full rich, ignition both start. I would try to restart it.
Right.
Just like a normal restart.
Exactly. Okay, you can keep turning off to the right, and you can recover, yeah, with power. Okay, why don't you find me some points for ground reference maneuvers?
Alright, let's go back by that golf course.
Okay.
And ground reference maneuvers need to be about 1,000 feet above ground level, or 800 to 1,000.
That's right, 800 to 1,000.
So let's go ahead and find a square field. Oh, yeah, actually, see this field here? It's kind of like reddish. We can use that.
Okay.
And kind of go. We're going to be making 4 turns around. Actually, even this field might be good. It's a nice square field. Over there, where there's a house in the middle of the. There's a house in the middle of those 2 vineyards.
Okay.
Or 2 houses. I think we can use that for our ground reference maneuver. So we'll go ahead and pull carpet on, idle, so we can drop some altitude here. With 2,000 feet, probably need to drop a little bit more. So we'll enter on the downwind here.
Okay. How do you know which way the wind is coming from?
Right now it's kind of hard to tell.
What would be some things you could use to tell?
All right. Such as?
What? No, I'm asking you. What would you use to tell where the wind is coming from?
I can see where my ground track is versus where I'm heading.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if I like this because there's hills over here.
Right.
So I'm going to go back this way. So we can use this field here. I think that's perfect.
Okay.
Well, when I'm turning, I'll notice that I need to bank more or less. That'll tell me.
How about out here? Sometimes there's farming, so if there's a little dust devil, you can see which direction it blows. Windmills always point in the direction of the wind, so right now we're on the upwind leg, right? Because look at the way the windmills are oriented.
Where's the windmill?
All over there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that would probably be your best.
Wait, windmills are pointing that way.
Yeah,
so the wind is coming this way.
No, I think the wind is coming this way, right? If they point into the wind.
That's right. So the wind is coming this way.
Exactly.
So I need to kind of crab to the right.
Yeah, entering the downwind would be like 90 degrees to the left.
Got it. So this is our field that we're going to be making our maneuvers on.
Okay.
And we might be a little low. I think we're okay here, but I like to be a little higher for safety. So let's go ahead and climb a bit. But we'll go ahead. We're coming off our right corner, so we'll make a left turn. Just going to make a big rectangle around this rectangle field, correct? And maintain 1500.
This is for rectangular course?
Yeah, is that what you want?
Basically replicating a traffic pattern, right?
Yeah. Okay, so now we're here. And we're going to go ahead and bank.
Exchange approved. You have a nice day.
Maintain 1500 throughout the maneuver. We don't need carpet on, sorry. We're making a quite tight pattern here, but it's alright. So if the wind's coming from the left, we're going to need to crab slightly this way.
Yep.
Which is exactly what we're doing. And we're off our corner, so we'll go ahead and turn left. Maintain 1600. A little bit too much left rudder there. Alright. So, is this the proper way to do this maneuver? I mean, right after I get on the corner of the field, then I start turning,
25 right,
yeah,
for the
kind of
option.
thing.
25 right, clear for the option. 6 Mike Echo.
And we're legal here because we're at least 1,000. We're over 500 feet above the ground.
Right.
Which is cool. So now the wind, you're right, the wind is coming from that way, so we're kind of crabbing to the right now.
Right.
Alright. And off the corner, we'll go ahead and start our left turn. And we'll go ahead and level off. That's not called leveling off, that's called maintaining.
Rolling wings level.
Rolling level, okay. Then we're going to go ahead and go back to the downwind here.
Good morning, Bravo. Holding short in sequence at runway 25 right at Bravo.
Alright.
Request right down departure.
So I think I have this maneuver down pretty good, but what are
Okay,
your
good.
thoughts?
Yeah, no, it's good.
So I pass?
You passed. Let's
Okay.
break off and do turns around a point.
Number
Okay.
6 Mike Bravo.
So why
Hotel,
don't you
runway
find me a
25
point?
Let's find that house right there.
Oh, that's pretty good, yep.
That barn.
Okay.
That gray barn. So we'll go ahead and we'll do it off of our right wingtip.
So we're kind of entering on the downwind
We're
here.
entering on the downwind, and we'll pretend. What do we want? About a mile out? No, not a mile. Sorry, 2,000 feet out. What's the rule?
Between a quarter mile to a half mile.
I think this is about a half mile here.
Probably about right, yeah.
All right, so we'll maintain
Number 6 Mike
1,500
Bravo,
feet.
affirmative.
We'll go ahead and start turning around this house.
And remember, the whole idea is to keep it equidistant, right? So
Yeah.
the radius of the circle doesn't change.
Got it. So we'll go ahead and go like this.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 733 Bravo, Echo 25 right, run up, ready for IFR release.
Number 3
So
Bravo,
if there's
Echo,
not
unit
much
2
wind,
for
it should be
departure.
pretty
We'll
easy
work on
to
the
do.
release.
But if there's wind, I'm going to have to adjust my bank angles and crab angles. Or not crab, more bank.
Right.
Yeah, so what I should really do is find a square field that has 4 corners and fly over each corner. I think that might be the easiest to make sure I do that. So I got to step on the ball a bit. I'm losing altitude. I got to increase power and pull back a bit. So I think we're a little closer on this side because maybe I increased the
Number
bank too
6
much.
Mike Bravo, Livermore Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Traffic ahead will be
Now
left
we're way
turn.
closer, I
Right
feel.
down departure is approved.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25 right, right down departure approved, 456 Mike Bravo.
And we're way closer now. We're like spiraling closer and closer. So what am I doing wrong?
There could be wind.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get away from it. Alright.
Number 6 Mike Echo, left turn out approved.
So let me get a
Turn out
little farther
approved.
from
6
it.
Mike Echo, thank you.
And now I'm gonna enter the circle again.
Remember, it doesn't have to be an equal bank angle the entire maneuver.
Yeah, I can adjust. So let's go ahead and go like this.
226 Mike Papa inbound ILS 25.
Lost a little altitude.
Number 226
Pull
Mike
back.
Papa, Livermore Tower, continue.
Continuing 6 Mike Papa.
There you go, much better.
Yeah, now I'm getting it better. Because now what I'm doing is I'm looking at the roads that are going around and I'm making sure I get closer to the road so I'm not, getting too close to it. Yeah, I think this is better. I'm lost to 50 feet and then go back up.
Tower, stationary 1330 Golf, 11 southeast, with hotel, looking for a full stop engine.
Number 30 Golf, verify at 4,600.
That's me, 4,600, 30 Golf.
Number 30 Golf,
better,
make
huh?
straight in, runway 25
Like about
right.
Much
this.
better.
Yeah.
This is about the
Yeah,
distance
straight
you
in,
want.
30 Golf.
Okay, so we basically want to stay farther out. Yeah, okay, this is cool. So for the maneuver, he's just going to tell me to do exactly what we're doing.
He's just going to say pick a point and do exactly what we're doing.
Got it. Yeah, this is pretty easy once I know what I need to do.
Right.
Okay, so we've done a full 360 around this thing.
Okay, how about S turns next?
All right, so let's go ahead and there's a road right here. Let's pretend this road is we need to cross this at a perpendicular angle and make equal half circles around it. So now we're
runway 25.
Are we entering on the downwind?
5 right.
We're let's see, downwind. Hold on. My guess about this maneuver is you make S's around.
That's right, but you have to enter on the downwind because that implies that your first turn is the steepest, right? That's why you enter on the downwind.
Got it. Okay, so I think we might be slightly high for this maneuver.
So maybe break off to the left, and I see a road.
Miles, maneuvering
a road to the left that's really straight. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's pretend.
So I'd maybe fly out over the golf course, and then you can come in.
All right.
Because that'll be the downwind if you're flying this way from the golf course.
Got you. So basically, yeah, I'm a little bit confused as to like what's downwind, what's crosswind, what's base, what's final. Like, is the road the runway? No. We're not assuming the road is the runway.
It's kind of hard to describe because it's not really. We're not simulating a runway of any sort.
Yeah.
What we're simulating is that you have aircraft control right in wind conditions that can allow you to maintain orientation with regard to a point on the ground, right?
Yeah.
That's what all these maneuvers are.
Yeah.
Just like, can you control the airplane
close
to the ground? They're all just simulating, can you fly it in a pattern, basically.
Got it. Okay.
25 right.
All right, so we'll go ahead and turn back to that road.
Skyhawk 5203 Hotel.
So why don't we do it to the left, right? And so it's S turn, so it's just right?
That's right.
And the idea is you have to do a full S, right? So that's a half S, and that's a full S.
Yes.
And you should be, wings level at every point you cross the road, exactly when you cross it.
So will this be our road here?
Yes.
This one here?
So we'll now enter on the downwind going this way. So once you're right over the road with the wings level, you start your turn to the left.
So we're going to turn this way? I think we should turn
All right,
to the
let's
right.
go to the right. Yeah. We have a longer road, you're right.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go ahead and let's maintain 1600.
Contact NorCal approach 125.1.
Okay, now you have the road, so this is good. So you wait till you're right over it.
Right over it. Now we're going to make our right.
And now start rolling wings to the right. Yep. And the idea now is you'll have wings level when you cross the road perpendicular again.
Correct. So, and we lost 50 feet, so I need to pull back a bit, increase a little power. All right. Half of the half circle is done.
And that's about our 90-degree point, so that's good.
That's right. And then we'll go in a bit.
A little more 8 India, a little more.
Might have been a little bit of a tight circle. I think we're all right though.
That's fine, yeah.
All right. So now we're going to be crossing back over. We're going to level off. So we enter totally perpendicular.
Roll your wings level, and looks pretty good. And then you start your one to the left. Now we're at the most shallow because we're going into the wind, right?
So a little
more shallow. This is the shallowest angle of bank.
That's right. Yeah, we're already turning too fast. So to enter perpendicular, I need to turn a little bit more right here.
Because now the wind's coming from behind us.
That's right. So I need to turn more.
So we're being pushed to the road quicker, right? So we need to have a greater rate of turn.
Here we are.
Okay, and how about one more to the right?
All right. So now let's let our half circle here. Maintain 1500.
Number 6 Mike, Papa, turn right at the end there, and then out back of the parking with me.
Right at the end, out of the parking with you, this frequency, 6 Mike Papa.
Point looks pretty good.
Yep. You're a good instructor, man. You're actually having me do stuff that I need to know for this check ride.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because I've done so many hours of just cruising around where I'm not really learning much. All right, perpendicular.
Okay, looks pretty good.
All right, then one more
and one more to the left. Now, if you're really good, you'll be rolling out wings level right as you're crossing the road.
Yeah, not like not a couple seconds before.
Yeah, if you have to roll a couple seconds before, it's fine. He's not going to fail you for it, but just know that the...
Oh, I don't have to. I was just doing it just to be overly cautious, so to make sure I am level.
Exactly.
It's
better to be to have wings level just a couple seconds before you Well, just announce though as you're going through, like play the game, right? And these check rides, they're just all bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. So just keep talking to him the whole time. Be like, okay, so now the wind's at my back, right? I'm increasing my rate of turn to cross over parallel or perpendicular to the road. If you keep talking, he'll just want you to shut up, and he'll want to end the check ride so much quicker than if you were just there quiet.
Now we're crossing over the road, the wings level.
Right.
And I think we're done with the maneuver.
We are done,
unless you want me to do more.
That's fine. He'll usually have you only just do half that, so a full S turn. Maybe another one if he wants to, but that's about it.
Got it. So we'll go ahead and turn this way to stay out of the class delta.
Livermore ground.
I think we should climb a bit unless we're doing more ground reference maneuvers. Is that all the ground reference?
That's all the ground reference. Yep.
All right. Now what's next?
So we did all of our stalls, our steep turns, our ground reference. You kind of showed me the engine fire type thing with basically spiraling down over a point on the ground, right? And putting a little bit of load factor on the airplane, right, to increase the drag, so you can get down faster. So that was good. Engine failure was that was the one that was just not so good, I thought, overall.
Yeah, engine failure. I was assuming it was engine fire.
It was a fire, yeah.
But yeah, engine failure. I need to get the glide slope right and try to restart the engine. Just go off the checklist.
Right. So what I always teach for the engine failure one is first thing is best glide speed, so airspeed.
60.
Right.
60 knots, though, I think, right, is what it says? Knots indicated airspeed.
Yeah.
So,
but this says MPH.
right, so it's different. So the
what does
conversion miles per hour is about 14% higher than
so right
a knot.
here it says knots. We're at 70, but this is 80 MPH.
That's right. That's about right because miles an hour is 14% higher than knots. So 70 knots times 1.14 is what? That's pretty close to 80.
That's right.
So that's correct.
Okay.
I hate those airspeed indicators because they
all this
confuse
shit is
people.
so old.
Yeah. So 60. So about what? 60, 65. 65 miles an hour is what you want to pitch for.
Got it.
Okay, so airspeed. Then you run through your memory items. You score the checklist, right? You should have it. You should already know what you're going to do in the event of an engine failure. There's not much in this airplane, right?
Yeah, there's not
fuel
much.
shut-off valve, mixture full rich, throttles adjusted, carpeets on, primers in and locked, and mags are on both.
Wait, for engine failure?
Yeah.
Yeah, carbine on.
Right, on, of course, because if you got carb ice, you want to melt the ice, right?
That's right. But to restart the engine, you want carb heat off. No?
No, not necessarily. You don't need it to have
I've never tried to start the engine with it out. Maybe I should practice with it. Just
It's
to see how hard it is.
Yeah. It's usually not a good idea to ever run carb heat on the ground because if there's any contamination on the surface,
it'll get into the engine. There's
it
no
never
filter.
goes through a filter. That's right.
Yeah.
So it goes right to the cylinders. So even the smoke can be bad for it with the particles.
All right, I need a class delta. We're getting close.
Let's go to the left then, right?
Yeah, okay. Let me go to the left. I just want to
make sure we stay clear of it, right?
Yeah. I don't like flying over hills or mountains if I'm too close.
Oh,
we're cool here.
Okay.
We're cool here.
So you always do your memory items, and then once your memory items are done, then you reference the checklist to make sure you didn't forget anything.
Got it.
So after you've done everything, you'd say running engine failure during flight checklist, airspeed set, carb heats on, primers in and locked, fuel valves on, mixtures rich, ignition both, and typically if you pitch for 65, the propeller will be windmilling even if the engine is off, and as a result, you might not need to crank it with the key, but if for whatever reason the propeller is stuck, it's not spinning, you'll have to crank it with the key to get it to start spinning again.
Yeah. Okay, so what about engine fire? I need to basically blow out the fire.
Exactly.
So like
provide an incombustible mixture, right, by blowing so much air over the cowling and the intake, right, that it can't sustain itself, the fire.
You're basically leaning the mixture of the fire
so much that the fire can't burn.
Got it.
It's essentially like blowing this out.
It's like blowing out a candle. It's the same idea.
Same idea, exactly.
I need you to pass behind the Cessna.
But what you don't want to do is fly faster than you would, but not fast enough to blow out the mixture, because that's like blowing on a fire with kindling. It's going to erupt. It's going to just make it blow up, basically, right? So if you fly fast but not fast enough, that could be hazardous as well. It could make it worse.
You got to fly like
you got to fly fast.
Minimum is 100, I think.
Minimum,
I don't know where it says it. Engine fire, airspeed 85.
That's about 100. Yeah, that's 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, we need to go.
Or as necessary to extinguish fire.
Even faster.
So start with 100 if it's not putting it out. Go to 120 if it's not putting out. Go up, but do it fairly expeditiously, right?
Okay.
And so the memory items for the engine fire, of course, get the fire out. So how would you do that? So fuel shut-off valve off, right?
Off.
Mixture idle cut off. Throttle I think throttle, you don't maybe have to adjust, but some people say you could go full throttle because that opens the entire intake manifold, right? The throttle plate. Throttle plate's like this when it's idle. When you have full power, it's like this, right? So it allows us the maximum amount of air in as possible.
Got it. Okay.
Carpy would be cold, and primers interlocked, mags.
That's right.
Mags
so if I do have an engine fire, I should really shut off the engine and all that shit? Shouldn't I just like keep it on and then try to blow it out? Because then you have no engine power. You have no thrust. You have no thrust. So you're kind of like fucked if you can't restart it.
Yes, that's correct.
So at least
but would you rather burn to death up here, or try to get a fire out and then figure out a field to land?
Yeah, I would rather not burn to death.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So now what?
Okay, so you've done that, and then so that's good. Why don't you navigate me to the Sacramento VOR?
Sacramento VOR. So SAC. So I actually just need to go up here.
And tell me what radio we're on to the Sacramento VOR.
The Rancho Murrieta, no. Sacramento.
Straight in runway 25
yeah, so 115.2.
25 right, Martelli off.
Number 1 Romeo Bravo, runway 25 left, cleared for the option. Make left traffic on the go.
5 right, cleared for the option. Traffic on the go, 1 Romeo Bravo.
115.2. And so now this
Liverpool Tower, November 123 Tango Zulu, Cessna 182 with India, 5.5 miles southeast of the airport.
There might be traffic
full stop, taxi back.
Number 143 Tango Zulu, Livermore Tower, make left traffic, runway 25 left.
Make left traffic, runway 25 left, November 123 Tango Zulu.
Which is going to be over here.
So 411 Echo Sheriff, back with you, India, full stop.
Basically 350.
That's the radio we're on?
We're on the 2 radio, so that's, let's see here. So let me fly away. Sure, just make sure we're clear of this delta here.
1 Echo Sierra, make right traffic, runway 25 right.
Let me go this direction for a minute.
Right, 1 Echo Sierra.
Okay. So here's the VOR for SAC. And we are on basically the 350 radial to the station. So it's going to be, we're basically on this radial to the station.
So what radio are we on?
Oh, we're on the opposite of that. So how do I switch? Actually, I can't switch it to. Actually, I can. So I'll go over here.
Well, now you got a from.
Yeah, that's what I want, right?
Oh, okay, you tell me. I'm the one asking questions here.
Yeah. We're on the one.
Alpha, turn right, contact ground point 6.
171 radial.
Right, contact ground point 6.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah.
So if I saw this, which way would I have to turn to intercept the radial?
5 Charlie Alpha.
The radial
180 degrees.
No. If I wanted to fly on the radial 168, which way would I have to turn to get on that radial?
168?
Yeah. Land, November 123.
This way.
Oh, we have to turn to the right?
Well, hold on. Oh, the needle to the left.
Yes, we'd have to turn into the needle, right?
Yeah,
that's
right.
We have positive correct sensing right now, so you always turn into the needle.
Turn into the needle because the radial is pointing over here.
Right.
So to intercept it, we need to get over here.
Right. Now, if I reversed it, I should see the exact opposite indication. If I put 168 at the bottom, right?
Did I miss you?
168, the needle should be deflected slightly to the right.
Got you.
And it is deflected to the right. So now we have reverse sensing. We're flying away from the station with a 2 indication.
That's right.
So in order to intercept this
now
flag,
we're gonna go this way.
no, we'd have to go to the left. We have reverse sensing.
Because it's 2. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. But I'm not turning left because it's mountains.
Right.
So I'm just getting away.
Okay, good. So you feel comfortable tracking
the VOR, I'm cool with the VOR, but someone said they're never going to check that on the Checkride, so I don't know. Is that true?
They usually check it.
They usually check it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Okay.
What about unusual attitude recoveries? How do you feel on those?
I've never done that in my life.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Part of the required training for a private pilot Checkride.
Yeah.
Number 2,
I mean,
right,
is that where like you don't know where you're at and you look up and you see okay,
yes.
And then you just you basically if you're too low you're gonna pull back. Make sure you got the right airspeed. You're not gonna stall. Make sure you have enough altitude over the ground. All that kind of stuff.
So there's two scenarios, and they're called 2 unusual attitude scenarios, right? The first one is a descending VNE configuration scenario in which the nose of the airplane is typically falling towards the ground in a turn, and you have a lot of power in. So you're approaching VNE, which is red line, and you need to recover. And the recovery is power to idle, level the wings.
Slow the power, yeah.
Yeah, just rip the power out. You want to get it to idle because you're accelerating quickly. And then you want to level the wings, right? And then you want to pull yourself out of the dive, right? So stop the dive and start a climb.
That's right.
Now the other scenario is a stalling configuration, right, in which the nose is typically above the horizon and you're in a turn with very little power in. And so the recovery there is reduce the angle of attack, full power, level the wings.
All right, say that last one again, sorry.
So the second unusual attitude is the nose is typically above the horizon in a stalling configuration.
Yeah, so you need a nose down and increase power.
And level the wings.
And get level, yeah.
That's exactly right.
So these scenarios, is it going to be on the check ride?
Yes, like, he's going to do this on the check
ride.
ride.
Am I going to be under the hood?
Yep.
You want me to put foggles on?
Yeah, put your foggles on.
All right, well, we got to
I'll take control of the airplane.
Okay, you have the aircraft. And watch out for this restricted airspace over here.
Right.
Yeah, just, I don't know if you want this, just so you can make sure we're staying out of the class Delta.
Oh, I think we'll be fine out here.
Okay.
5448.
For 448.
So I'll kind of just put that on the map for you.
Sure.
448 would like.
Actually, I'm going to be able to see this. What am I doing?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Number 3 Tango Zulu.
All right. I'm under the hood.
Okay, so what he's going to ask you to do is just cross your arms and close your eyes, basically. And I'll maneuver the airplane to put it into an unusual attitude, and then you look up only at the instruments and recover. You're not allowed to look outside. Nothing right now. Eyes closed. So
I feel like you're turning to the left, now you're turning to the right.
Yeah, I just totally.
Oh fuck! Now you're pulling back.
Yeah, it's kind of like he's going to just try to confuse you a bit here. And then,
oh fuck!
Yeah, he's gonna look up and recover. Look up and recover. Just at the instruments. Just at the instruments.
Just at the instruments. All right.
November 22 Echo traffic 10 to 11 o'clock and 3 miles southbound to final is a motor glider who is having radio difficulties. I'd like you to turn to the north.
Yes. Just make sure you don't look up outside.
Okay.
And the next one. Do another one here.
All right, eyes closed.
Yeah.
22 Echo is
eyes closed.
Sam. Close to the Keros Reservoir.
See if we can figure out how to sufficiently confuse you.
Oh fuck.
Look up and recover.
Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. All right.
Good.
Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay. Yeah, you basically look at this is the most important one. These three are the most important.
Runway 25 left, clear to land. I need you to join final, turn south and join
well, we're
final.
done.
I do see
That's it. That's all you have to do for that.
Over the highway. Continue southbound to join final for 25 left, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Chill off that
com
for a
with more altimeter 3002.
Alright. Alright, do you want to go to practice landings?
Yeah, let's go into a little more and do our landings. Yeah, we're pretty much done with the flying portion.
Okay.
And then the only thing we didn't do, but you'll do on your check ride, is get established on your cross country that you've done.
Yeah.
And then do a diversion somewhere, but you can do that with Grant, I assume, right? You could tell him you want to practice a diversion or something.
And motor go.
Oh, I gotta.
Sacramento, VOR, out of service. Lost contact, you have India.
India. Alright, so now let's get on the tower.
More tower, it is information India.
What we want you to do.
Alright, so I gotta call him real quick. We have traffic. Is it India?
India, yep.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 66063, inbound for 25 left with India. We're about 5 miles to the east.
Number 1 Echo Sierra, no delay, cross runway 25 left.
We crossed 25 left, 1 Echo Sierra.
Gotta practice my radio stuff too. And I didn't catch that last couple sentences you said, but I was like, over here. We're about to enter, so I can't really enter until they say something.
Number 3 Tango Zulu, roger, thanks.
I'm gonna have to turn here.
Just call him again. And stop your descent.
Number 66063, ident.
Ident. They mentioned our numbers, so we're cool.
We're good to enter.
Livermore Tower, sub 4153, Mike, holding short 25 right, ready.
Make sure there's no traffic around here.
Ready on the right, Livermore Tower, right down with departure. Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff. Say again, call sign.
Uppercut
I closed
4153,
things.
Mike.
That really messed up my
takeoff,
stomach.
right.
Yeah, I feel really weird, but I'm getting better now. I drink some water first.
November 063, I need you to make a left turn, left 360. I've got a motor glider out there that's Nordo, and I want to get him on the ground first.
Making a left turn, left 360, Cessna 063. Alright, I don't see the motor glider.
November 063, report back on final.
Report back on final 063. You live up in Concord?
No, in Orinda. You know where that is?
Oh yeah, Orinda, yeah.
Right, close traffic.
Concord's the closest airport, huh?
Yeah.
What was that, 20 minutes from you? 15?
Yep, it's 20 minutes.
Number 448, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 448.
Alright, I don't remember seeing that glider, but whatever. For the exhaust gas EGT gauge, what do I need to know about that? That's just for leaning, right? You just make sure it goes to the highest point, and you make sure the RPM goes to the highest, and this goes to the highest. And as soon as it drops, then your lean of peak, then you need to go rich of peak.
That's right, yep.
Okay. Livermore Tower, Cessna 66063 is on final.
Number 66063, make straight in runway 25 left.
Straight in, 25 left, Cessna 063.
Number 4 Romeo Bravo, make right close traffic, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Right, clear for takeoff.
What else do I need to know about this airplane? Oh, this little sticker tore off. I gotta glue it back on there.
Where's your compass deviation card?
It's right here.
43 X-ray, turn left when you're able there, and you can just taxi back by Lima and Kilo.
Oops. I don't need this right now.
Livermore Tower, November 123,
first one will be, what do you want to do? Just start off with a normal landing? You get your feel for it?
Sure,
we can do it one normal landing.
Okay.
Alright, so landing checklist.
Number 143 Tango Zulu, Livermore Tower, make left close traffic, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff, November 123 Tango Zulu.
November 063, will this be a full start?
Tell him it'll be left traffic.
Left traffic for 25 left, Cessna 063.
And 063, you'd like to stay in the pattern?
Stay in the pattern, practice landing, student pilot, 063.
Traffic departing priority arrival, just taking the runways also in the pattern. Option approved, on the go, make left traffic.
Make left traffic on 063, traffic in sight. Is the guy taking off right now? I don't see him moving yet.
He's going.
He's starting to move, there he is. Alright, cool, so we're going to go ahead and reduce throttle. We're at pattern altitude at about 100 feet. So change landing checklist, we're out of green, we need RP.
Cub 53 Mike, frequency change approved.
We need to lose some altitude here.
53 Mike, thanks for your help.
Full throttle, full idle. Second notch of flaps. On center line here. Alright. Cool. Rid of this for the time being. So this is just normal landing. I need to lose more altitude. Maybe even 4 notches of flaps. Maybe less. Airspeed is high. I'm going to go ahead and do it back to 4 notches. Start the flare slowly. Oh, fuck. That was bad. Flaps up, full power. I barely ever land with 4 notches.
1 Romeo Bravo, I'd like to request short approach.
Can you give me your call sign? I got you down as 4 Romeo Bravo.
941 Romeo Bravo.
Climb for 80.
1 Romeo Bravo, short approach approved, runway 25 right clear for the option.
Right clear for the option, 1 Romeo Bravo.
What'd I do? How did I mess up on that one?
You didn't correct for the wind. You landed with your longitudinal axis, not aligned with the center line.
That's right. Okay, flaps are up. And oil pressure is good, oil temperature is good, we have suction, everything's looking good. About 150 feet, we'll make our left crosswind. So I should have done right rudder to
right rudder,
get
yes,
that
exactly.
back. Okay. Alright, we'll go ahead and start our slow left crosswind turn. Maintain 80.
Livermore Tower, November 123 Tango Zulu on a downwind for runway 25 left.
November 3 Tango Zulu, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Runway 25 left, clear for the option, November 123 Tango Zulu.
You want to take the aircraft just for a second? I want to grab my sunglasses real quick. Alright. And we'll be making a left downwind here. I got the aircraft.
Okay, your airplane?
My aircraft. Alright, continue climbing to 1,400. Traffic pattern altitude. So, what would you like the next landing to be, Mr. PPE?
Let's do a short field landing, and I'll let you pick the aiming point.
Okay. So short field landing, we need to touch down at an aiming point within 50 feet of it, I believe.
number 2, follow
200 feet, minus 0 plus 200.
But we need to stop within 200 feet, right?
No. You just need to touch down within 200 feet.
Of the intended landing point?
And you can't, if you land before, it's an automatic fail. If you land 200 feet past it, it's an automatic fail.
So let's go ahead and choose the...
number 2, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
063, number 2 to land 25 left, clear for the option. I don't know what he said, but I think we're number 2. Pretty sure. So we're high. Gotta reduce throttle here. And we're at midfield. So we'll go ahead and pull carb heat on. Alright, I have traffic in sight that's landing, so we're gonna be next.
Foxtrot Sierra with you, we'll be ready to begin.
What's your aiming point?
It's gonna be the numbers.
Okay.
So I need to land, I need to touch down.
Have the numbers
or within 200 feet.
Yep.
But there's not really a marker to say
The 200-foot marker will be the end of the
1 Romeo Bravo,
first center line
Calendar
stripe.
taking the runway in sight.
The end of the first centerline stripe.
Yeah, the centerline stripes are 120 feet long each with 80 feet of space in between them. That's where the 200-foot tolerance came from.
Got it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn base.
Number 3 Tango Zulu, runway 25 left, taxi via Lima.
Taxi via Lima to runway 25 left, November 123 Tango Zulu.
Landing checklist, flaps full, picture full rich. And second notch of flaps on base. And we'll go ahead and turn final. There's no one coming in. And we'll go ahead and put our third notch of flaps in. We got a jet taking off. I don't think it's a factor, right? But there is some, gonna be some, actually he's not taking off yet, so we're cool. Alright, we'll go ahead and do our fourth notch of flaps. I really need to get down. I'm gonna land within 200 feet of this 2.5.
Challenge 8 Foxtrot Sierra, contact NorCal departure to you.
Departure 8 Foxtrot Sierra, see.
We're not gonna make it.
Okay, go around.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 90396 Hotel over Brushy Peak. Like to come in for the option with India.
1 notch.
90396 Hotel, Livermore Tower, make straight in, runway 25 right.
Straight in 25 right, 90396 Hotel.
Gotta get more airspeed.
1 Romeo Bravo, clearance, go ahead.
1 Romeo Bravo, roger. Did you ever see
we'll
the calendar?
one more 4 notch.
Runway television, so take off.
Alright, flaps are all the way up.
1 Romeo Bravo, roger, caution wave turbulence, runway 25 right, clear for the option.
How did I fuck up on that?
I don't know, it was just bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
When I said go around, you looked down and then you smashed into the ground. You weren't really paying attention.
Yeah. I've never done a go around before.
No.
Never. I know what it is. You just abandon your landing and take off again. Right?
Yeah. I can't believe you've never done one before.
I mean, maybe I have like a year or two ago, but I can't remember.
You would have remembered, I think.
Yeah. But a go-around is done when you know you're going to fit. So on the check ride, if I'm doing that maneuver and I know I'm not going to hit my intended point of landing, or within 200 feet, then
you can go around.
I can do the go-around.
Only once, though. If you go around more than... Like, if you go around once and then you can't make it on your second try, and then you go around again, you failed. Because if you can't get it in twice, I mean, you should be flying.
So, I think for the short field landing...
You're definitely flying your pattern too tight, because you always come in way too high and way too fast on final.
I think what I need to do is extend my downwind. So
or you need to get your flaps in earlier. You need to do something.
Yeah. Okay. So we're quite far away over here, and we're on our... That's because we had to climb. Yeah, I need to extend my downwind on this one. But yeah, this is going to be the maneuver that's going to test if I pass or fail, I think. Because I need to practice this one. So this is a short field landing. This is not where I clear a 50-foot obstacle and then land now. Different maneuver. What maneuver is that?
Well, there's one where you take off and you have to clear a 50-foot obstacle.
Grant was telling me when there's a landing where you have to clear a 50-foot obstacle and then land.
What landing is that?
I don't know. I think it's this one, but like I have to assume there's a 50-foot obstacle before the runway, and then fly over it and then pitch down and land.
Yeah, some people teach it that way, but it's like
Livermore Tower, November 123 Tango Zulu, request a crosswind departure, runway 25 left.
Yeah, I need to be able to land on a short runway for sure. I need to stop practicing on 25 right. That's such a huge runway.
143 Tango Zulu, Livermore Tower, make left crosswind departure, runway 25 left.
I should start practicing only on 25 left.
Runway 25 left,
just so that I,
takeoff, November 123 Tango
bring
Zulu.
my mojo down. Alright, we're at PPA.
906 Hotel, will this be a full stop?
Full stop, 996 Hotel.
Yeah, you're right. My pattern is too tight.
Hotel, runway 25 right, settle in.
I need to extend down.
25 right, clear to land, 9396 Hotel.
But I think we're good right now in terms of distance.
Motel stop, 9466 X-ray, holding short at 25 right, at Bravo, waiting on fire release.
Alright. Don't see any traffic around, so we're good.
9466 X-ray, hold for release, we're working on it.
Carb heat out.
Full release, 66 X-ray.
Boost power. And on our first notch of flaps in the white arc. And we're going to extend the downwind here to about, I want to be on my downwind around that blue.
Livermore Tower, this is Cessna 90 Foxtrot Lima, 10 miles northeast, looking for a landing with India.
Number 94666 X-ray, Livermore Tower, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 25 right, 66 right.
November 1 Romeo Bravo, number 2 follows Cessna, turning a 3-mile final from the north. Runway 25 right, clear for the option.
25 right, number 2, looking for traffic to follow, 1 Romeo Bravo.
90 Foxtrot Lima, Livermore Tower, you park on the south side, make it straight in, runway 25 left.
0 Foxtrot Lima, straight in, 25
You're coming down, left. You're too high right now, I can already tell.
Second notch of flaps. Let's go
there you go,
idle.
yeah, you need
full
that,
idle.
there you go, yeah.
Alright, and we're going to turn final here. I feel like we're going to need to add power. Got to maintain our airspeed.
At power to idle, push the nose forward to gain airspeed. Trade your altitude for airspeed.
Got it.
Number 0 Foxtrot Lima, stay altitude.
Did he clear us for the option?
Livermore Tower, am I clear to land? Cessna 063. I think he did, but...
Number 0 Foxtrot Lima, stay altitude.
I interrupted him.
2,300, 0 Foxtrot Lima.
Number 0 Foxtrot Lima, roger. Number 906 Hotel, you are clear to land, runway 25 right.
Clear to land, 25 right, 90396 Hotel.
Number November 1 Romeo Bravo, your traffic's about a 2-mile final.
I think we got on site 1 Romeo Bravo.
Did it?
It was about 200 feet, yeah.
Number 66 X-ray, contact NorCal departure.
Alright.
Departure, have a good day, 66 X-ray.
Full power. Yeah, that one I did it. Yeah, I was way too high on those first two. Maintain 80. Oil pressure's good. Airspeed's alive. Suction is good. Upon a takeoff, what are you checking? Check oil pressure first, right? Airspeed?
Yeah, pressure, temp, RPMs are in the green.
Yep.
Airspeed is alive.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to be on my check ride like, oh, you missed this, or, you know, whatever. Alright, so should we practice that one again, or what do you suggest?
Yeah, let's do that one again.
Okay, so do another short field landing. And I screwed up by interrupting his transmission, asking him if we're clear to land. We're obviously clear to land, there's no one in front of us.
Right.
I would assume he doesn't need to say anything, because we're just closed pattern right now, we're just chilling. Right?
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever flown your Piper up to Tahoe or anything?
Yeah.
Is it pretty safe to fly a single engine over the mountains like that? Is that cool?
Yeah, it's fine. Not in this, though.
Not in this one? Okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah, this is a weak little baby airplane. Alright, overturn. Go ahead and continue and turn onto downwind.
Number 3 Tango Zulu, frequency change curve.
Frequency change curve, 3 Tango Zulu.
For 0 Foxtrot Lima, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 0 Foxtrot Lima.
6 Hotel, cross runway 25 left, kilo to parking with me.
Cross 25 left, kilo to parking, stay with you, 9396 Hotel.
Alright, so do you want to demonstrate a short field landing, or do you want to maybe just guide me again? What are the steps? You basically just doing a normal landing, and you want low airspeed so you can land.
Yeah, you want minimal energy, so when you go to flare,
you're not
your
gonna
flare
float.
to landing, there's hardly a float, right?
There's no float, yeah. Okay. And what are the other landings I need to know, or maneuvers in the pattern?
Soft field landing, which you come in with.
Full back.
Yeah, which you come in with a little more airspeed, right? So you have more elevator authority to keep the nose gear off the landing surface. So it doesn't dig in, right? Because it's assumed to be a soft field.
So you actually leave some power in on that one, I believe, on landing.
Not usually.
So your wheels don't get stuck?
Not usually.
Okay.
In heavier airplanes, yeah, but not in
this
these
little baby
typically.
one. I mean, soft field landing is going to be if I'm landing on dirt or like grass or something like that.
Right, yes,
Okay.
yep.
When is that,
You might want to tell them we're on a left downwind, 25 left.
Livermore Tower, Cessna 66063 is on a left downwind for 25 left. Go ahead and do our first
1 Romeo Bravo, I'd like to request a short approach on this landing, then it's going to be our last one.
Yeah, I think he's pissed at us now.
And get your power.
063, say again.
Cessna 063 is on a left downwind for 25 left.
063, roger. Your number 2, false Cessna, 1 mile final, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Number 2, following traffic on a 2-mile final, traffic in sight, Cessna 063.
Number 1 Romeo Bravo,
Wait,
runway
we're
25 right,
dude.
clear for the option, understand this is the last one.
I see a light over there, is that traffic?
For the option 25 right.
I don't think so.
Can't tell what that is. Alright.
Livermore Tower, Bonanza, 853 Tango at 25 right, request a straight out departure.
Alright, we're beam this guy, wait
Number
a couple
853
seconds.
Tango, Livermore Tower, straight out departure, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
225 right, clear for takeoff at 853 Tango.
So same thing this time, intended point of touchdown will be numbers and land within 200 feet.
Right.
I just confirming 1 Romeo Bravo, going to be able to do a short approach on this landing.
Number 1 Romeo Bravo, short approach is approved.
Or maybe I should make it the second white mark, and then I can land a little bit before or after, right? I can land 200 feet before or 200 feet after?
No, only 200 feet after.
Only 200 feet after.
If you land before, it's an automatic fail.
Oh, okay.
It's simulating like you landed before the runway even began in real life.
Got
so
it,
you
got
died.
Got it. Okay, I see this guy landing here. Now we'll go ahead and drop more flaps, second degree flaps.
Livermore Tower, Skyhawk 5275, Bushy Peak, request transition landing Hayward, 2,500.
You typically teach at a Concord, or what do you
5275, Livermore Tower.
instruct out of?
Concord and
Transition out above 2000, Livermore altimeter 3001.
Transition out above 2000, 3001, type 275.
Alright. Notch and flaps. Is this considered the hardest maneuver to pass the check ride? Probably.
On private pilot, I would say so.
Yeah.
He might send us around here, I'm not really sure.
This guy's turning off, so I think we're alright.
Yeah. Yep, good.
Whoa, where the fuck we going? Alright, flaps up, and full power. Yeah, I really gotta aim for my intended
Ground Brazil 5 Charlie, making contact ground point 6.
Ground point 6056.
Livermore Tower, good morning. Decathlon 59 Alpha Charlie, 25 left, ready for left downwind departure.
Decathlon 59 Alpha Charlie, Livermore Tower, left downwind departure, runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 25 left, 9 Alpha Charlie.
Getting a little bumpy now.
And 5-3 Tango, I believe, was your call sign. I'm just picking you up now.
What's the next maneuver you'd like me to practice?
Let's do a emergency in the pattern.
Emergency
So you'll have engine failure. No, engine failure at some point on downwind, and you have to just put it on the runway and stop before the end. I think that was that for us. 063 clear for the option.
Clear for the option. 25 left, Cessna 063. Yeah, I gotta listen because I'm listening to you.
Livermore Tower, Skyhawk 5203 Hotel, Los Vaqueros Reservoir, 4,500 feet, landing with India.
5203 Hotel, Livermore Tower, inner right base, runway 25 right.
Right base for 25 right. Skyhawk 5203 Hotel.
Alright, what else do I need to know? So this is not a short approach, right?
No. Oh, this
could be a short approach, because you're telling me engine might be out?
Yeah.
So then I'm going to need to make a short approach. Okay. Alright, continue climbing. Adjust this thing. Heading indicator, right? Airspeed indicator, attitude indicator, carb temp indicator. What's the difference between this and this? This is the exhaust. This is the exhaust.
It's measuring the gaseous mixture that's already been burned from the cylinder. So it basically measures how hot the fire is that you're burning.
And then this measures the
temperature in the venturi and the carburetor.
This is before it even enters
698 Juliet Alpha, Livermore Tower, runway 25 right.
Before it even enters the chamber to explode.
It's where it enters right at the beginning of the venturi. That's where that's measured.
Right here. Okay.
25 right, clear for that approach,
TPA, we'll go ahead.
report missed approach.
Pull back.
Exit out.
And then this is called a VOR indicator.
22 Echo, Los Vaqueros, landing with India.
That's your boy Joey.
5722 Echo, Livermore Tower, ident.
Ident, Cessna, 22 Echo.
Yeah, that's him. I've flown a lot of hours with that kid.
You have?
Yeah, but I can't log it.
Number 5722 Echo, proceed to a 4 mile straight in, runway 25 right.
I've done at least 10 or 12
1 mile
hours.
straight in, 25 right,
15.
Cessna, 22 Echo.
Alright. Tell me when the emergency is starting.
Right now, you can pull the power to idle.
Okay. Full idle.
063, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
25 left, clear for the option, Cessna 063. Alright. Do my flaps work or no?
Yes, everything else works but your engine.
Number 03 Hotel, can you proceed direct to the numbers?
Roger, 0 Hotel, direct to the numbers.
Number 03 Hotel, proceed direct to the numbers, runway 25 right, clear to land, verify this will be a full stop.
5 right, clear to land, will be a full stop for Skyhawk 03 Hotel.
Number 03 Hotel, you're inside of a Cessna on an 8 mile final.
Roger, 03 Hotel.
Number 8 Juliet Alpha, resequence number 2, your traffic's about 5 miles north of the field, southbound, is a Cessna, he'll be ahead of you.
For 2 and looking for traffic, 8 Juliet Alpha.
Might need 4th notch to touch down in time, but we'll see. Go ahead.
I certainly wouldn't be adding any more flaps at this point until you're...
Yeah, until we know we're making the runway. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and nose down, get some airspeed, but lose some altitude here. Okay, I think we got the runway made.
And it'll be a touch and go.
Alright.
Frequency change, please, 275.
Alright. And flaps up, carb heat in, full power.
Step 5, frequency change is approved. You have a nice day, sir.
Thank you, 275. Have a good day.
Climb for 80. How'd I do on that
good.
Emergency?
Very good.
Okay. Yeah, just give me any notes or pointers that you recommend.
On that one, I usually recommend holding flaps till you're on final approach.
No flaps then.
Thank you.
Okay. And the next one we're going to do is a no flap landing.
No flap landing? Okay.
Yeah.
So the goal with the emergency landing is like, you
get
just
it on
want to
the
make sure
runway
you're going to
and
get the
stop
runway.
it before the end of it.
Got it,
Yeah.
okay.
For the commercial check ride, you have to combine the short field with the power, with the no engine. You have to land -0 plus 200 with no engine.
With no engine, no flaps? You can use flaps.
You can use anything you want, but you have no engine.
Got it. Yeah, you can always slip it and really drop it if you need to. Okay, we'll start a crosswind turn. Oil pressure is good, suction is good. Yeah, so the deal with no flap landing is we're going to be coming in fast. So if I need to drop altitude, I just use a slip. Correct? Forward slip?
Forward slip to landing, that's right.
Forward slip. And then what's the other kind of slip again?
There's a side slip, which is what you use in a crosswind landing.
Remember,
That's aligning the nose of the runway with the center line of the runway.
Got it. And that's where you touch down the one that's into the wind, right? You
yes,
touch down
the upwind wheel touches down.
Upwind wheel, yeah. I've actually never, usually when I do a crosswind landing, I crab, and then before touchdown I straighten out. So I've actually never practiced that one where I slip, it's doing a side slip to land.
Sure.
So I don't know if we can do that because we don't have much crosswind.
Yeah, there's that's the only issue.
Okay, so if I understand this procedure correctly, I cannot use the flaps. I'm going to be coming in normal, but if I need to lose altitude, I just do the forward slip, and then before I need to flare, I just release the slip, go back into regular flight, and then just flare.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Okay. And then what else?
063 runway 25 left, clear for the options.
25 left, clear for the options. Cessna 063. What else is he going to ask me to do on this check ride?
Nothing, really. The next one, we'll do this one, and then a soft
field,
field,
you can turn
and then
to the numbers. Number 2, follow Cessna 1, or 2 mile, final runway 25 for right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 25 right, number 2, Cessna 2 direct.
Have I passed the check ride so far?
Yeah, you've been fine so far.
Southside,
tell me if there's anything I'm going to be close
Number
to failing
03 Hotel, you can stay with me, turn right on Alpha, hold short of runway 25 right at Charlie.
Short field landing.
Yeah, okay. That's the thing I'm going to be practicing over the next week.
I thought I heard that Joey guy.
That's probably him right there. Or actually, maybe he already landed, I don't know. Alright, so no flaps. So
you want to extend the pattern a bit.
Extend the pattern, that's right. So I can always use power to gain altitude. But yeah, losing altitude is going to be... I can do it with a slip, but I think we're cool here. We'll go ahead and turn base. So, with base turns, am I not supposed to go past that?
No, that's for instrument flying right there.
That's only for instruments.
Yeah, usually.
So, is it that one? Is it that one?
30 degrees
30
in
degrees.
the pattern.
Is that 30?
No, 30 is up there.
Oh, this is where I look.
Yeah.
So what's 30? That
Livermore
first
Tower,
big white
this is
first
1500 Sierra Alpha. We are 10 miles to the northwest with information India.
Alright, make sure there's no one on approach, and we'll go ahead and
150 Sierra Alpha, one more time, make right traffic, runway 25 right.
Runway 25 right, 150 Sierra Alpha. What was the first part?
Number 00 Alpha, make right traffic, runway 25 right.
Right traffic, runway 25 right, 00 Alpha.
Number 8 Juliet Alpha, contact north departure, 125.1.
5.1, major off.
Number 22 Echo, runway 25 right, settle in.
Clear to land 25 right, Cessna 22 Echo.
That's Joey.
Yep.
Your boy.
That is your boy.
I thought that's your boy. We're gonna float significantly on this. I need to make it a full stop.
Or you could just...
We're gonna have to full stop on this.
Or you could just...
Go around?
Go around, yeah.
Alright, fuck it.
See, don't put the nose in the ground. Pull up. Yeah, see, you do that on the go-arounds. I don't know why.
That's the second go-around. I keep fucking up on that. So go around, just don't want to touch down.
No, you don't. You fail if you touch. You would have failed on that for sure.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, you really do not want to touch down on the go-around.
Okay, go around, you don't want to bounce, you don't want to do any of that
I mean, if
shit.
you bounce, you gotta go around, right? Or if you start porpoising, you go around. And those pieces you've already... Porpoise is when you land with the nose first. So it's nose, mains, and then you bounce up again, and then nose, main, and it gets bigger and bigger. It's like a sinusoidal wave. It gets bigger, the amplitude gets bigger and bigger, and you eventually, you just snap the nose gear off the airplane. Prop strike, ruin the engine, you can cartwheel to your death.
Yeah, you might be screwed.
Yeah, you very well are screwed.
Yeah, okay, that's bad. Okay, so I came in with way too much airspeed.
Way too much.
So...
I told you to make your pattern wider, and you,
Pattern? Okay.
I don't think you believe me when I said make it really wide.
And I can
What did
ruin
he say? What did that tower control
I don't know.
Oh, something to Joey, probably.
I think it was not for us.
This is 063, stay position.
Position is over the lake outside of, after takeoff of 25 left.
Yeah, see you on left crosswind, thank you. Number 03 Hotel, cross runway 25 left, and taxi parking by Kilo.
25 left.
I should just say left, we're on left crosswind, not over the lakes or something. Okay.
Which fucking lake?
Motel,
there's a bunch over here.
Inbound on the ILS, runway 25 right.
Number 6565
looking out the window to see where
yes,
people are?
yeah, with binoculars, yeah.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Livermore Tower, this is Cessna 51448.
So, I feel like...
landing with India.
I am India.
Number 51448, Livermore Tower, make straight in, runway 25 left.
Straight in, runway 25 left, 51448.
I feel like we were coming in at the right approach.
Number 22 Echo left, cross runway 25
so
left,
to bleed that off,
taxi parking by
I need to
Kilo.
have a more nose-high attitude up on the approach. The whole approach.
You need to fly longer. No flap landing
Number 658, how will this terminate?
So the whole approach is more nose-high. Just coming in like this.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Making a touch and go and
Did Joey make taxiway Charlie?
Approach in Hayward.
Did he make Charlie?
I don't know.
Number 658, Roger.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he did, yeah.
Number 0 Sierra Alpha, will this be a full stop?
Yeah, full stop, 150 Alpha.
November 0 Sierra Alpha, runway 25 right, clear to land.
25 right, clear to land, 0 Alpha.
Livermore Tower, this is Skyhawk 51448. We are 7 miles due east, landing with India.
If I was trying to land on
Number 51448, Livermore Tower, how do you hear this transmission?
So right about here, I would go power, start reducing your power.
Yeah, okay. Heartbeat on.
Yep.
Number 51448, Roger, make straight in, runway
And
25
push the
left.
nose forward. I think that's what you need to do. You need to let the nose come down.
Let the nose come down.
There you go.
Okay, so we're going to get more airspeed. I'll
That's
go ahead
fine,
and reduce
that's fine.
throttle.
Add more airspeed.
Alright, because we're on
Number
downwind.
063, runway 25 left, clear for the option.
25 left, clear for the option, Cessna 063. Alright.
Okay, start your left turn.
Alright, base turn.
Keep the nose down.
Keep nose down.
Yep. Don't be adding power.
No, okay, no power.
No, you need to.
Oh, be adding power. Alright, I have the runway in sight.
Much better glide slope now.
Okay, so we're at 80 basically.
Keep that nose coming down, right? And the power coming out.
Livermore Tower, Cherokee 2933 Alpha is ready to go, holding short 25 right at Bravo, requesting a left downwind departure.
2933 Alpha, Livermore Tower. I'll call your left turn runway 25, right clear for takeoff, no delay, traffic right there.
80, we have 80. Go full
Close takeoff, 25 right, no delay, you'll call my left turn, Cherokee 2933 Alpha.
No,
yeah, so
60 Alpha,
70 to 80,
traffic running prior to your arrival.
Yeah, so try for 70.
Alright.
I got traffic in sight, 0 Alpha.
If I need to add power, I can.
Yeah, of course.
But this is much better, you're right.
Don't let the power to idle, good, just hold it. Yeah, nice, see?
Alright. That one worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you trained me right. So basically, for that, I did on the approach, nose down to keep losing the altitude, right?
Yep.
Keep losing altitude.
Number 33 Alpha, left turn out of
base, maintain an airspeed of around 80. Just maintain 70 to 80 the whole way.
This is for us.
Ahead, and now he's above you now, just ahead of you. He's in the left turn.
Traffic in sight. Traffic in sight, Cessna 063. Why is he allowed to do that?
Alpha, turn right, or are you going to the south side?
Turning right, we'd like to taxi back, 0 Alpha.
November 03 Alpha with me, runway 25 right, taxi via Alpha.
Staying
what
with you.
the hell did that guy just do?
Really random.
0 Alpha.
Yeah, it seems like inappropriate. Like, if you're gonna make a left, at least extend down and get the fuck out away from us.
Number 448, runway 25 left, for the land.
Where'd you learn how to fly?
Concord.
Did you have like a flying school, or did you learn from an
Number
individual?
063, number 2, follow Cessna 2 mile final.
Seemed pretty dumb.
Runway 25 left, clear for the option.
Yeah.
That was for us, 25 left, clear for the option.
25 left, clear for the option, Cessna 063. Yeah, there's that guy. What kind of landing was that? Like,
don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Number 658, runway 25 right, option approved. I will call your south car. You're going to be going straight out or southbound?
Be going southbound, 658.
Number 658, roger. I'll call your left turn.
We'll make this one a full stop.
Okay.
And it'll be a soft field, so you can just roll it down to the end.
Soft field. So, just so I understand, soft field landing, I'm coming in and I want to put as little amount of pressure on the wheels as possible, especially the nose. So basically continue pulling
Alpha,
back
contact NorCal approach 25.35.
That's right.
125.35, 32 Alpha.
Slight braking, right?
That's correct, yep.
Yeah, you don't want to get your wheels stuck in the dirt or whatever.
No, definitely not.
Okay, have you ever done an actual soft field?
Yeah.
Were you landing on grass or something?
On grass, yeah.
So what's it like? I mean,
it's like, it makes all your landings feel really good. It like just absorbs your landings. It's really weird, yeah.
Interesting, okay. Got it. So we're doing a full stop. So I'll let the tower know. Livermore Tower, Cessna 063. This will be a full stop on 7 left. 25 left.
Number 060, roger. You're still number 2, your traffic, short final.
Looking for traffic on short final, number 2 to land. 063. Oh, there he is. I got traffic in sight. I don't need to say that, do I? I already see him. Alright. So this is soft field landing. So we're going to be using flaps for sure. So
yeah.
First notch of flaps in the white arc. Pull here. When did you start flying? How old were you?
16.
Oh damn, that's pretty awesome.
November 448, taxi parking via Lima Kilo.
I was too cheap to spend money on this. Before I was
November
an adult.
33 Alpha, contact NorCal approach 25.35.
What a shame.
Yeah. Now I'm old, 35.
Fuck.
Yeah. But at least I'm doing it now. Better late than never, I guess. $100 means a lot more to a teenager than someone in their 30s. Put it that way. Alright, second notch of flaps. Final. So am I doing this right? What am I?
Yeah.
Just a normal landing, right?
Yeah,
basically.
soft field. Yeah, it's normal.
But it's normal until you touch down.
Right.
And when you touch down, you do.
And you fly in a little bit faster, so you want like 70. You want the higher end of your spectrum.
All right, we'll go ahead and drop the third notch of flaps. Fucked up on that.
Make it soft. Okay, good. All the way back on the stick?
Just keep the wheel off,
yeah,
right?
just keep the nose off.
I just don't want to strike the tail.
Right.
So I slowly pull it back, right?
Yeah, all the way back.
Now
Hitting the tail.
It's gonna hit the tail if I keep going, but yeah, now I'm almost, now I'm all the way back.
Wow.
Turn off?
We'll take the end.
063, taxi parking 5 Lima Kilo.
We're going to park?
Tell him northwest, yeah.
Taxiing the northwest ramp, Cessna 063.
Okay, this is November 063, then turn right at Gulf. Cross runway 25 right, then taxi parking by Juliet.
Cross 25 right at Golf, Cessna 063.
Number 658, left turn out approved, squawk VFR.
We're clear, right?
We're clear to go, yep.
Okay.
Left turn approved 658.
I'm always double checking on this shit to make sure, you know, there's no fucking...
That we don't have a Gulfstream landing on us. ATP, what a fucking ripoff.
Oh my god, it's so expensive. Start your own flying school. Why don't you start a YouTube channel? You have a lot of knowledge to share.
Ugh.
How much was that Piper?
That one is worth about $85,000.
85? Oh,
well, it has a lot of
then.
avionics. No, it's a 78, but it has, or correction, 76, but it has a lot of avionics in it.
Oh damn.
And it just got new paint.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
Yeah.
This is a 74, nice. But it looks like a 74.
Yeah, this does not look at all charming.
Yeah, this is a really ugly one.
How much is it to paint it like that?
20,000.
To paint it?
Yeah, to paint it.
733 Bravo Echo, how will this terminate?
Less than 20,000.
Right, yeah, this plane is worthless.
Oh, damn, that's a lot of money to paint a fucking
733 Bravo Echo, Livermore Tower, runway 25 right to the line.
I wonder why. Just sand it down and get someone in there for a day and paint it. I mean, that's a pretty sick paint job, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Don't want to hit those chains. So, after I shut off, the engine shuts down, do I master off first or key out first?
Usually master.
Master off.